believe Sally Hernandez is actually going to be watching or paying major attention to the production 1000 UTV coming up next. So that's what she's checking and waiting to see. Right now, getting ready for production turbo. So Dave Arnold's complaining about getting a workout in, climbing up and down the stairs all weekend long. Well, I'm just saying that he's getting in shape for Thanksgiving dinner. All the calories you're burning today and tomorrow, you can accumulate back come next week. So you're working out ahead. So once again, you got Gary Lane out there in that Ford Ranger Pace truck leading the field around. Nice shot for all our fans back at home of the mountains in the background here just north of San Bernardino. Probably about, 5 miles outside of town, heading north. Just behind those buildings right there, you'll see Highway 215 heading towards Las Vegas.
Which turns into 15. Merges. Just outside of what they call DeVore Heights.
So is that a Can-Am on the...
Yes,
Kelly's car?
Dan Kelly. Bronco Dan Kelly in the Can-Am. Got Chance Haugen in the Polaris, Joe in the Polaris there. And a few Yamahas.
Is there? I don't think so.
No. I'm sorry. All Polaris and a Can-Am. This is turbo. Never mind. I had a brain fade for a second, Scott.
I wasn't going to say nothing. So Kelly pulls the whole shot coming into turn number 1. He's up front by about a car length going to 2.
Kelly out front there with Haugen in tow. Jan's Factory Polaris. Driver there.
I noticed there wasn't a lot of track prep before this race. Pretty much jumped right out. Once the last class pulled away from the podium, these things came out on the course and ready to go.
Trying to beat that sun.
Yeah, look how big the shadows are getting already.
Oh yeah, they're starting to get a little long as it gets lower in the sky. Nice overhead shot there. Down to the I Believe cam, FPV there, getting a good shot. We had that Mavic overhead shot.
So Karis Terry's watching. Torrance. Go Doodle. Another one. Go Doodle. All right, I've got to ask, where did the word name Doodle come from? So hopefully they can hear us, or they can hear me and answer that. That's something that would be, if things work out right, it could be brought up at the podium. Noticed one thing here this weekend so far between yesterday's practice and qualifying this morning. The cars and trucks that have the lower ride height are able to get around the corners a lot easier and are much quicker.
Well,
quicker.
It's something I've noticed. If you watch like the new Pro 2s and Pro 4s, they're all lower. And I think the guys in the UTVs are pretty much doing, these aren't high lifts. We ain't going mud bogging. Get that center of gravity much lower. Keep you off the bike.
So, this camera shot right now, looking at the corner, you can see who's like really smooth and circular through the corner, hitting the apex, and you see other guys are going out to the wall and then diamond the corner, coming back in tight. So it's kind of cool to be able to see that as well. And there's that shiny spot. Get away from the shiny.
Yeah, we've got some body panels that are flowing there. Looks like Haugen had a little contact there. Right rear.
Haugen and let's see.
Is that Lance?
Yeah, look. Yeah.
Lance Root.
There's Kelly all by himself. Man, is he just checked out.
I'll tell you, these Can-Ams are pretty quick in the turbo class there.
Now, see, that corner was just all messed up. It wasn't a diamond and it wasn't an apex. It was just...
It just got around it. I know. Looked like it was going for a roundabout.
Something's going on here. Lance Root got some sort of issues. He just lost it.
So Haugen now up into second. Root. Followed by the 71 of Choa. I think Anthony's one of the co-drivers for Brooke Jensen, I believe, out in the desert. If I remember right.
And Choa having issues. It looks like it's not quite up to speed.
Choa in the 771. Yep. Seeing James Mackey back there in the 733 trying to chase down a Choa now.
It just over rotates a little bit. It maintains the spot, but man, he had the spot. He had the run on him, but just over rotated and lost it all again.
That happens. Oh,
there we go. Yep, see? Something was going on with the Choa.
Yeah, he's got some issue going on. He actually moved over and let him have that line to the inside.
That Don Holster's checked in back in Wisconsin. Pro Light has yet to run probably 2 races before Pro Light comes out. Don? And the competition yell is coming out for our field, and Gary Lane will pull it out of the track, collect the field, and go back to Green Flag Racing next time by.
Well, so, Scott, to let everybody know, we got Production 1000 coming up, followed by the SoCal Fleet Services Pro Buggy class, then the Pro Lights, and then finish it up and cap it off with the Pro 2s.
Man, Dan Kelly's got everybody covered as far as lap times go. His fastest lap was on lap number 2 with a 54.8. And there's nobody even close. The next closest would be Lance Root, I believe. Yeah, Lance. Also on lap number 2 with a 55.6. Well, that's less than a second, but still, when you're talking about...
Well, yeah.
And everybody else's 2.5 seconds or better behind that. But so right now, running order is Kevin Walsh in that 6th spot. Anthony Ochoa, I believe, has got some sort of mechanical issues. He's a little bit off the pace. He's in 5th. 4th is James Mackey. 3rd is Lance Root. Chance Huggins in 2nd. And Dan Kelly is got it covered so far up to this point.
I'd say so, and I would not argue that fact. But definitely a big class coming up next with production 1000s.
Look at that picture. That's a background shot of the whole facility, the motocross track. I guess they're doing a mud run or something out here, and I don't mean
the Spartan thing. I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they're running through mud, not trucks with big tires. They're running through it.
Mud run. Optima Battery says green, green, green. Once again here for the second half of the race. As we continue on here with production turbos.
Less than 6 laps remaining.
Dan Kelly out front. Bronco, Dan Kelly. Kelly, if you really watch him, a really interesting line there. Goes way high and then shoots down.
Yeah, he's been doing that consistently. It's not really a diamond turn, but I think he just has. That's one corner he hasn't quite figured out yet. That's what it comes down to.
Well.
So once again, for all the fans that are watching us at home, take a moment while the race is going on and go to the comments section and let us know where you're watching us from. And Mike Osborne, Chris Pulvordi will be running in Pro Light, and that's in, I want to say, 2 more races. He'll be coming out here, so probably at least 45 minutes or so.
Close.
But Chris Pulvordi will be running in Pro Light.
Now a big championship battle going on between him and Maddox Bailey on that one, I'll tell you.
See, now that turn is so wide at the entrance that if you try to set up to hit the apex, which means you're on the outside going to come in, you've opened that door up so wide for somebody that might be behind you. Well, James Mackey's getting faster as the race goes on. I don't know if he's actually catching Kelly, but I kind of doubt it. But at least he's getting faster. Dan Kelly isn't, but I think Dan Kelly's going just as fast as he needs to at this point. There's a drone shot of Dan Kelly right now in that Can-Am. So Rick McCorkle's checked in. He's watching us from, is that Corona? Yeah, Corona. Okay, if you're checked in from Corona, how come you're not here?
Yeah, no, it's just it's a putt.
Yeah, you're probably getting the dust from the racetrack in your front yard. But thanks for checking in, McCorkle, or Rick, and thanks for spending your afternoon with us. Yeah, this has been a very, very quiet race. You hate to see, you're happy for a guy like Dan Kelly. He's just found the setup. He's got it dialed in. Yeah, track, it's amazing with the wind we've had today, the sun that we've had.
Well, white flag is out.
The white flag comes out this time by. There it is. But I'm amazed that the track condition is still the way it is after a full day like this.
And it hasn't totally deteriorated.
There's the white flag. You can see it right now on screen. As once again our drone is following our leader around the track. Whoa, what happened there? Hey, I think our drone just crashed. It's like our drone hit something. Suddenly we just got all spun out.
I saw the American flag.
So here comes our leader. One final time. And taking the win is Dan Kelly. Mackey came on that last lap. He wasn't that far behind. Ochoa will finish on the last podium spot. Kevin Walsh right behind him with Chance Haugen and Lance Root rounding out the field. But, man, talk about a dominating race by Dan Kelly. And quietly, almost stealth-like, Mackey was right there at the finish.
Yep.
So. Well, Scott. Yep, get your butt down
there. Migration.
We're burning daylight, as I like to say. So we'll get one more time, with only 3 more times to go. We'll get Dave Arnold down trackside at the podium and some words from our sponsors. In the meantime, we'll step aside for just a second and be back right after all the interviews are done. We'll see you then.
And welcome to Palms River Resort. Palms is a 5-star lifestyle community where you'll make lifelong friends. I mean, some of my favorite things to do are obviously building memories with the family. We get out in the side-by-sides. Of course, I like riding my dirt bike in the hills and taking off in the desert. But I mean, family time at boat, man, you can't beat it.
Welcome back, everybody that's watching us a live stream back home as our Turbo UTVs are pulling up to the podium with Dave Arnold in just a moment. We're having a great day of racing, and I tell you right now, as I look back at it, I'd have to say that the Silex Signs Mod Kart race is probably so far the race of the afternoon. But we're getting tight on daylight. We're going to push real hard as the shadows are getting very tall. And we'll get the boys on the podium ASAP. And for Dave Arnold. Dave, let's get the boys rolling there, bud.
All right, Scott, here. Let's go ahead and get him up here, up on the box here and talk to him. All right, let's go ahead and talk to Anthony Ochoa here real quick. And we're all turbos. They're all turbos. They're all turbos. So we're going to talk to third place real quick. How you doing, Mr. Ochoa?
Pretty good, man. Just tried to keep the car together. I hit limp mode probably like 3 or 4 times out there. I was really gunning for that second place spot, but I just couldn't hold James off long enough. So I just kept it together and made sure we had a podium spot.
Yeah, I noticed Lance Root pulled off there, and you had some problems too. And like some, these things, they go into limp mode and just fight. You got to shut them off, turn it back on, and pray it goes.
Dude, constantly, you'll be wide open, full throttle. You'll come off of a lip like I did right here in the middle, and it just shuts off in the air and just kicks you, sets you up terribly. So, it's pretty much battling the car more than battling the guys on the track.
Well, you made it up here. You're in third place. You got people to thank.
Yeah, definitely. My wife, Nikki, the kids, my family, R3 Fab, Collinsworth Construction, Down in the Dunes, GSP Axles, Sandtrap, Empire Energy, Spit Shine, CBR, PCI, Alltech Motorsports, and G3 Machining.
Anthony and Joe, everybody, third place. Going to move it on over here to James. Sorry about that. So you're getting a little feedback there. James Mackey here in second place. And wow, what a crazy race that was, because I saw you back in the back of the field there. And all of a sudden, after that second half, people had problems. You started making your way up, and you made a run for it right at the last lap.
Yesterday, actually, I woke up. I wasn't even expecting to be out here. I drove all night last night, slept 1 hour in the truck, and missed qualifying by about an hour this morning. Gladly, I got to start in the back because I ain't even been on a track in over a year. So we got about 6 laps, and I was starting to feel a little better. Car was going into limp mode. It got a little bit of hot on me, so when we get back, we'll see what happened with that. But 3 races in a row, first 3 podiums, 3 podiums out of 5 races in the new car. It's been doing great for me. I have Andy to thank. He's been by my side for, since Crandon pretty much. He's been hanging around and helping me out. And I had actually Bradley doing some spotting for me. That helped out a lot. I was figuring out some new lines. He's obviously been around the track a lot, so that helped out a bunch. Don Haugen and his family, I appreciate everything. I wouldn't be here without them. They helped me through all last year and helped me get the new car this year. So thank you to them, and it was a good race.
Well, good job, James Mackey. Second place, way to come up, fight your way. And nobody had an answer for this man. Bronco, Dan Kelly, what's going on, man? Good job.
Hey, it was great to actually get a W, but it's not the way I wanted it. I wanted to battle with Chase to the end, and hopefully tomorrow we do. But I have to give thanks to Oliver. Unfortunately, he broke in practice yesterday. I broke a part, he gave me a part, or we took his part. And so I couldn't have done without him. So I'm just glad that these guys are helping me out, and tomorrow I'd like to push a little harder. I want to win, and I want to win Hoggins the best way I can, not this.
Well, I know you got some sponsors to make this all possible.
Yeah, I got Lone Star Racing helps me out. E-steering, we broke a part on our e-steering, and the owner, was kind enough to actually drive halfway to us, 3-hour drive, and give us a part so we can race. So that was great with him. You got Willwood Racing. Willwood Brakes right now. They're working with us, so we have their brakes on our car. We had it on the last race too. We were actually fast till some, kids racing took me out of the race. It was ugly. But we're excited with the brakes right now with the system we have on there, because it's definitely bringing my car back to life because I can go faster in the corner. And Can-Am. Thanks.
Well, here, give it for him one more time, Dan Kelly, but Anthony Ochoa, James Mackey, and on top of the box, Bronco, Dan Kelly. Back up to you, Scott Ring.
Thanks a lot, Dave, and one final congratulations to those 3 guys right there. Talk about a dominating race. Man, those Can-Ams are something to keep an eyeball on in the future. Next race coming up will be Production 1000 UTV. We got 17 cars strong coming out trackside. Here's our lineup on the front row. Abby Keys is on the pole in the 947. Outside of Abby is Billy Nichols in the 987. Row 2 inside, Braden Beatty in the 918, Karsten Hernandez in the 983. Inside of row 3, Cody Hodgson